Hi there. I'll start with the Ripple weekly chart to show you the Wyckoff market structure, then zoom into the daily chart for the shorter term setup. From a Wyckoff perspective, Ripple is currently around the panic over stage of the accumulation cycle. At this cycle, typically it's range-bound trading. Okay? At the moment, the price is still within the boundaries, but it may not have bottomed out yet. So some of the times, the panic over stage, like last cycle back in 2022, the selling climax was the lowest point, but it also had a retest to the similar level. All right. And in an earlier cycle in 2018-19, it went way deeper after the selling climax. So both scenarios can happen. As of this time, it is still transiting around that stage. Right? Volume has died down a lot. Okay, you see it is very, very low. Right? And what we are looking to see is something called the automatic rally. That's the next stage, where it usually sets the trading range top of the accumulation cycle. Remember I said the accumulation cycle is usually range-bound sideways trading, right? So look at what happened over here. After the panic over stage, it went up to the automatic rally. It sets the trading range top at the blue key level of 56 cents. That's what happened in October 2022, and subsequently the price went back to the yellow key level of 30 cents, climbed back to the light blue key level in April 2023 and then May 2023, tested it 2 times, setting higher and higher lows, and then comes the sign of strength, and subsequently it traded at a higher level before it shoots to the distribution. So the playbook is going to be more or less similar, even though the price levels may not be the same. Okay, so that's the picture we are looking forward to see. Just want to show you one comparison before we move into the daily chart. It's the Bitcoin line, the blue line over here. The reason why I'm going to show you this is when Bitcoin fell to the lowest point back in 2018, okay, Ripple did not drop further. Okay, the lowest point was in September or August for Ripple. Bitcoin wasn't the same. Okay, Bitcoin dipped a little bit lower near the end of the year, early 2019. Ripple did not follow. But fast forward to 2022. Look at what happened here. When Bitcoin dropped to the bottom, Ripple wasn't really falling to the lowest point. Not until Bitcoin has a second dip. Ripple found come back down as well. Okay, you see that this candlestick is a bit tricky. It's right here. So it dipped 2 times when Bitcoin came down. So both times, you can say they behaved differently, right? For the first instance, it came lower, 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 and lower with the last dip when Bitcoin dipped the second time. Even though Bitcoin wasn't at the lowest point, I might have, like mixed up the lines. So Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was lowest in 2019-18, Ripple wasn't the lowest. Okay, Ripple became lower when Bitcoin had the second dip at the accumulation. So this time, let's see what's going to happen. But if Bitcoin is going to dip, Ripple more or less would likely follow, even though it may not drop below the initial low point. Okay, so it goes up, come back down, not really touching the previous bottom. That can happen. but we're not seeing that for Bitcoin yet. So if it happens, that's when we will see Ripple test its real bottom. Okay, if there's enough diamond hands, obviously it won't drop deeper than the current level of 1.05, the red key level. So the daily chart, it is currently trading sideways. Okay, it exited the downtrend 2 weeks ago. And last week we said, let's draw this yellow dash line to measure whether it is going to continue with the uptrend to challenge the key level of 1.23. Okay, the orange key level. That's the immediate resistance right now, other than this yellow dash line, because now that it has dropped below the line on the 12th last Sunday, you see 5 days ago, 4 days ago, and then 3 days ago, that line has been tested and the price got rejected. Okay, there are two resistances over here. And immediate support, 1.05 we touched on, but I would say 0.86, the purple line is the actual. Okay, it looks to me it's a range bound between the purple line and the orange line right now, even though it is like gapping. Okay, we have higher lows as of this moment, right? It's like a wedge that's going to turn the price to either way. If I switch on the Bollinger Band curve squeeze, we can see the blue lines entering the purple, and that means a squeeze is going to happen. And when that happens, there will be bigger price swings. Okay, the moving averages. Some people would like to look at it and say, "Oh, it's got rejected, from the 100 or 50, and then the 20." But for me, it doesn't explain too much some of the times, because, you can say that's got rejected from the 50, falling through the 20, keep testing the 20. But how about this one, right? It passed the 20 and then come back down. It's not exactly bouncing off from the 20. It closed above 20 for 2 days, and then immediately it came back down on the third day. So sometimes I look at these trend lines more than the moving averages. If you're interested to access these sessions 2 days earlier, join the other channel members now. And also, you can find our weekly write-up on Substack as last.